Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
And welcome into the Marion Bowman Activity Center for tonight's contest. I am Eric Anderson, and we got a great game for you here tonight. We got the visitors from the University of Tampa who come in with a record of 4-3, 3-0 in the Sunshine State Conference, here to take on your St. Leo Lions, who come in with a record of 4-5, 1-2 in the Sunshine State Conference. So despite equal number of wins on the campaign for both teams, Tampa finds themselves atop the Sunshine State Conference with a perfect 3-0 record in the conference, as I mentioned. They are led by 2 key players in LaShayla Wright-Ponder and Ory Nagy. Now, LaShayla Wright-Ponder, she's a D1 transfer, redshirted her freshman year at South Dakota, then transferred to Hampton, where her best game came as a sophomore. She had a double-double, 12 and 11 against UNC Asheville. And this year she has a season-high 23 in the win over Nova Southeastern. Now, the other player I mentioned, Ory Nagy, interesting player here. She was the #1 ranked recruit out of Europe by Blue Star Europe and Passion Hoops. And ESPNW's Dan Olson had her Ory Nagy ranked as the number 32 overall prospect coming out of high school a couple years ago. She started out at USF, University of Southern Florida, where she averaged 4 points per game as a freshman. She redshirted all of last year before transferring to University of Tampa this year. And she and LaShayla Wright-Ponder both equal averages of 15 points per game on the year. Now, St. Leo comes in led by a freshman in their own right in Amanda Ulrich, who comes in averaging 14 points per game to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. They're also led by Alex Button, a sophomore who's come on really strong this year, averaging 13 points per game and already has a game winner under her belt. Now, we're going to look at starters for this evening for both teams. Starting with University of Tampa, as I mentioned, LaShayla Wright-Ponder and Ory Nagy, but they are also led by Chris Nelson, Malijah Sullivan, and Julia Ingram, who comes in averaging 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Now, St. Leo starters for this evening, Amanda Ulrich and Alex Button, as I mentioned, averaging 14 points and 13 points per game, respectively. But they are also led by Alani Gallagher, who comes in averaging 11 points per game, Olivia Lowe at 10 points per game, and Gina Brierly, the senior sensation, at 8 points per game to go with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Should be a very good contest here tonight. So we'll step away and we'll be back with the opening tip after this.
In 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us.
From court to court and lane, to lane, under the lights, or under the sun. No one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete. On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus, and why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity. When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
Hi, my name is Marie Kors. I'm from Germany and I played for St. Leo University in the women's golf team. My major is economics and my minor is in accounting. When I came to the States, everything just felt bigger. It was an adjustment, but I loved every part of it. St. Leo has kind of developed as my family. I got there when I was 17 and I was kind of like a small little girl experiencing a new world. But over the 4 years, I found a lot of friends there. It was just like the perfect setup for being successful in my sport and in school. I think golf is definitely more mental. When I came to college, I was like a great ball striker. I always loved to hit the golf ball. I always loved to practice short game. But what I had to learn is to be patient on the golf course and just accept whatever happens and then play the next shot the best as you can. Being the national champion in D2 is an incredible feeling. Winning nationals was kind of the crown to my season, and then being named the player of the year for the season, it was incredible. I think the achievement I'm most proud of is the award I got at the end of my senior year, being the graduate with the highest GPA. It was an award from the university and I was so thankful for them helping me throughout the 4 years, and then getting that award, it was just amazing. After I graduated from St. Leo, I moved back to Germany. I study in the master's program, which is called International Economics and Economic Policy. So we just had 7 weeks of school and it's already challenging, but I like the challenge and I'm excited what comes next and what I can learn there.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds. all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Welcome back into the Lions Den as we get set for the opening tip here between your St. Leo Lions and the UT Spartans. If you did miss the pregame show, UT comes in with a record of 4-3, 3-0 in the Sunshine State Conference. Your St. Leo Lions come in with a record of 4-5, 1-2 in the Sunshine State Conference. So UT trying to stay perfect in conference play and remain atop the Sunshine State Conference standings. St. Leo kind of in the middle of the pack a little bit here, and they're trying to move their way up the standings. As Gallagher comes up shooting and puts it up and in. So the St. Leo Lions strike first here, take a quick 2-0 lead behind Alani Gallagher. Alani comes into this one averaging 11 points per game, one of the three Lions in double figures, and gets a steal there. It's Amanda Ulrich, the leading scorer for the Lions, puts it up and in. So quick 4-0 start here for St. Leo right out the gates. Doing a good job going right at the Spartans here early on. Just a minute into this one. Trying to post up there. Turnover by the Spartans. So great start here in just a minute of play for St. Leo. Spartans come in with 4 different players averaging in double figures. Lions with 3. That Sheena comes up firing from downtown. Can't get that one to go. Rebound off to Chris Nelson. Here's Nelson with a drive. Can't get that one to go. Put back, no good. Out of bounds to the Lions. Starting 5 for both teams. For St. Leo, it's Amanda Ulrich, Alex Button, Alani Gallagher, Olivia Lowe, and Gina Brierly. For Tampa, Julia Ingram, Chris Nelson, Ory Nagy, LaShayla Wright-Ponder, and Malaysia Sullivan. Just 7 to go here on the shot clock for Ulrich, who throws it away. St. Leo come in, dropping their last 2 games, both in the conference, 83-63 to Florida Southern, and then a heartbreaker, 70-67 against Nova Southeastern, as UT gets their first points of the game behind Wright-Ponder. So there's a drive by Olivia Lowe, tough shot, no good. Rebound to Chris Nelson, she looks to push. That heartbreaker last Saturday came by a buzzer beater. Just 10 to go on the shot clock here for the Spartans. And we were going to call a foul there on Button on a good drive by Sullivan. Kind of bails the Spartans out there as that puts the shot clock back up to 20. And there's a turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. And another rebound, but over the back call. Going against Nagy. Spartans definitely have some size. And they're starting five. I mean, Wright Ponder, 6 foot. Ory Nagy, 6'2". Trying to find Alani Gallagher, but good job telegraphing a pass by LaShayla Wright Ponder. And Nagy there looked like she maybe walked with it. No call, but Alex Button comes away with it. And Gina now drives, lays it up and in. Counted in the foul. Great drive there by Gina Brierly. She's fired up as she'll step to the line for one more. Great job there, as you see on the replay, lay it up and in. Good job there by Gina. Gina Brierly shooting 71% from the line on the season. And she is pure. Great start to this game for the Lions. Up 7-2 on the conference leading Spartans. A little step back jumper, short. Ulrich comes away with it, and Lions back quickly. It's the freshman Casey O'Shaughnessy in, seeing her first minutes this evening. Gallagher drives, puts it up too strong. There's a drive. Chris Nelson has it stripped. And a good pass there, but maybe a little too strong as O'Shaughnessy couldn't quite corral it. Liked the idea by Ulrich, just a little too much on the pass. As O'Shaughnessy fires from downtown. No good. Rebound off to Nagy. Halfway through the first quarter of play, Spartans shooting just 1 of 8 from the floor. So Nagy comes up firing, and she puts it up and in. Good shot there by Ory Nagy. Sees her first points of the game, and near steal there by Malia Sullivan. And that brings us to a media timeout. Lions up by 3.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
And we are back. Lions lead by 3 here in the early goings over the Spartans. Good job out the gate by St. Leo against this tough UT team. He's able to get it in there to Gina Brierly. Nina Robinson in, seeing her first minutes, and she goes with a little right-hand scoop shot and puts it up and in. Good job there by Nina Robinson. Good job there by Casey O'Shaughnessy, getting a hand up and getting that steal as Nina Robinson lays it up and in on a good find by Gina Brierly, and a timeout taken by the Spartans, coming right out of immediate timeout. So great job by St. Leo, jumping all over UT here, coming out of the break. You got a little replay here, so you see nice ball movement there. Ball didn't even touch the ground as Gina was able to get it right back to Nina Robinson for that quick layup. Just great play there by the Lions as they now find themselves up by 7, just like that, forcing the hand there of head coach Tom Jesse to take a timeout. Not liking what he was seeing. Now you'll see Lions showing a little full court look here. Now they sag off a little bit. And Gallagher hits the deck as Nelson comes up firing from downtown and puts it up and in. Good looking shot there by Chris Nelson. Comes in, shooting well from downtown, 56% on the year. So definitely got to stay out on her as Gallagher tries to answer, in and out, and saved. But Tanina Robinson lays it up just short, and rebound off to the Spartans. There's a layup up and in, down low, showing the size there by Wright Ponder. The D1 transfer by way of Hampton. It's Gina with a drive and just open, wide open. There was the lane, and Gina saw it and laid it up and in. Red Sea parted a bit there for Gina. It's Chris Nelson now with a drive and a kick out. Good job by O'Shaughnessy, stepping out on that three. Forced the bad look. It's Chris Nelson will here try to run some offense. Will tend to go on the shot clock following the reload. Nagy goes to the spin move. Nifty move there, but couldn't get it to go. Nalani Gallagher gets the rebound. Nagy did everything right there, but get it to go. Lions lead by 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Has a scoop shot there, no good for Ulrich. Nifty move, couldn't get it to go. So Nelson looked back there for some orders from the coach. Good job there by Ulrich, playing out tight on Nelson, knowing she can shoot it from downtown. It's Nagy with a nifty bounce pass there to LaShayla Wright Ponder, who puts it up and in. And Gina with another drive and draws the contact there on a foul by Abney. Officials say subs can't go. Now subs will come in as Olivia Lowe, Alex Button, and Tamara Sash all check in, placing O'Shaughnessy, Nina Robinson, and Alani Gallagher. Good job there by Coach Rosillo getting Gallagher a little bit of a blow here with 1:10 to go. As Lowe goes to the step back three, no good. There's a pull-up jumper just short for Abney as Gina looks to come back the other way. And Sash just could not hold on to that pass there from Gina. Bench chanting for defense here. They look to try to post up Ponder. She goes to the left hand and puts it up and in, and that is a mismatch down low that UT will certainly look to exploit. A lot of size on the Spartan team. So we're all tied up at 13. So drive by Lowe, and she just loses it off her foot. And now Spartans can hold for the last shot of the quarter. So Nelson will look to work here, under 10 now. There's a drive and a layup up and in, way too easy there for Sullivan. Now Ulrich has to fire, no good. So a little run late by the Spartans gives them a 2-point lead at the end of one.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
And we are back. Spartans up by 2 at the end of the first quarter of play. Getting set for the start of the second. And LaShayla Wright-Ponder has had it going for the Spartans. As I mentioned, the D1 transfer. Started her first year. She redshirted at South Dakota. Transferred to the legendary HBCU Hampton, where she played as a freshman and sophomore, and now found a home here with the Spartans, and she's off to a quick start, 8 points on 4 of 6 from the floor. So there's a drive by Sullivan, and she puts it, I thought it was going in, but just rolled out as rebound came to Nina Robinson. Gina off to a nice little start, too. 5 points, but an emphatic 5, including an and 1. Done a great job attacking the basket so far. Now white and green 33, looking like Bird out there, as the offensive foul called there against the Lions. One goes against Nina Robinson. So Amanda Ulrich, Alex Button, Alani Gallagher, Nina Robinson, and Gina Briley, the 5 out there for the Lions to start the second quarter. Not often you see Robinson and Gallagher out there together, as Nelson missed the 3 there. But you'd like Coach Crescito clearly wanted to try to put some bigs in there to try to match up against this size that the Spartans have. And Nagy and Wright Ponder. As Gina there with a find to Gallagher, who puts it up and in, going against Nagy. So great job there by Gallagher, showing she's not afraid to go down there and bang down low with Nagy, and puts it up and in. And there's a foul on the floor going against Robinson. She's trying to hold Wright Ponder. It's a tough task for anybody. So now Summer Quigley will check in as Robinson has to check out with those 2 fouls. So now they're going to switch Gallagher out on Wright Ponder, and they're going to move Summer Quigley onto Nagy. So let's see if the Spartans try to go to work with Nagy against the freshman, and it looks like they're going to do just that. It's Nagy, though, deflected by Quigley. Has the and a foul there as Sullivan had to force, which is a tough break for the Lions, who had a great defensive possession there. As the freshman quickly came in and was able to deflect it away from Nagy on a great defensive effort, but ended up in the hands of Sullivan, who got fouled and is pure on the first. And Sullivan is pure on the second. An 80% free throw shooter on the year, and shows every bit of it there. Spartans back up by 2. 17-15 the score. There's a 3 banked home by the freshman Ulrich. Leading scorer for the Lions now with 5. It gives the Lions the lead back at 18-17. And going right back to Wright Ponder, and a travel called as Gallagher pulled the rug out from underneath LaShayla Wright Ponder there, and she's called for steps. Great play there by Alani Gallagher. And the Lions hanging in there early with the top team in the conference. Quickly was thinking about posting up Nagy there. 10 to go on the shot clock as Button goes to the right-handed scoop. Great move by Alex Button, who lays it up and in. And the Lions lead by 3. We'll see if we can get a replay of that one. The next step. On a travel call there on Nagy. We'll see that replay here. On a great move you see by Alex Button. Goes to the left hand, then scoop shot to the right. Great job by Alex Button, showing she's more than just a perimeter shooter. Quigley thought about the 3 and got called for steps. Now O'Shaughnessy, the freshman, on Chris Nelson. She checks back into the game. And now St. Leo coming out with a little bit of a zone look here. Gets caught up, and 3 no good for Abney. Quickly got caught around that screen there. Here, Coach Crescito barking out orders here for his offenses. Pass deflected, ends up with the Lions. So they're trying to actually post up Gina, and travel there going against O'Shaughnessy. Julia Ingram checks back in for the Spartans. One of those 4 Spartans averaging in double figures on the season. So they go right back to Ponder, who puts it up and in. LaShayla Wright Ponder now in double figures. She has 10. 5 of 7 from the floor. A near turnover and a timeout taken. Great job there by Alani Gallagher, calling time before the jump ball. There's a 30-second timeout. Now let's switch to immediate timeout. So we'll step away. Lions leading by 1.
In 1889, St. Leo is the 4th largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we are back. Lions lead by 1, 20-19. The score. So LaShayla Wright Ponder continues to do work down low for the Spartans. 10 points on 5 of 7 from the floor. St. Leo shooting, though, 53% from the floor. UT just at 38%. UT really hasn't been able to get much going from outside. But whenever they go down low, it's just no answer. As Alex Button there with a nice drive. Draws contact and will go to the line for 2. Good job there by Alex Button. She'll step to the line for 2, shooting 74% on the year is Alex Button from the charity stripe. I'll tell you what, the Lions have not been afraid to attack those bigs of the Spartans. Down low is Alex Button, no good on the front end. The Lions shoot 63% as a team from the charity stripe. Button Pierre on the second. And now with LaShayla Wright Ponder on the bench, getting a breather. We'll see what the Spartans try to do down low and what the Lions try to do offensively with her on the bench. As shot no good there for Sullivan. Ball didn't hit the rim, so shot clock didn't reset. So Chris Nelson needs to go. Fires from downtown. Shot no good, and rebound off to the Lions. Great job there by St. Leo. It's Alex Button. Thought about the three. Kicks to Quigley, who fires from downtown and puts it up and in. Summer Quigley getting on the board in a big way there. So the Lions now lead by 5. This is a chance to go on a bit of a run with Ponder on the bench. Tough shot there by Nelson, no good. And Gina comes back quickly the other way. Now the Lions will look to set up here. Gina kicks to Gallagher, who puts it up, no good. Good defense there by Nagy. Nelson, good floor general for the Spartans. Seems to always get them in the right spot offensively. There's a drive by Sullivan. Tough shot, no good, but a foul called. As Sullivan will go to the line for 2. Already made her first 2 attempts from the charity stripe. We'll try to add 2 more at the line. Malia Sullivan, pure on the first. 79% free throw shooter on the season. And pure on that one. A perfect 4 for 4 so far from the stripe for Sullivan. So the lead is now 3. 24-21 to score. 3.5 remaining in this first half of play. And travel there on quickly. Good suffocating defense there. Unable to force the turnover, though, by the Lions. Nagy now trying to post up, but Gallagher just relentless defensively. Now they finally get it to Nagy. She puts a great ball move there. Just stunned Alani Gallagher and myself. Actually, great little move there. Nagy only with 4 points, but she's shown some great footwork down low on the post as Quigley comes up firing from downtown and puts it up and in. So Summer Quigley with a couple threes here in the first half. Haven't seen much of that out of Summer Quigley on the season. In fact, she's 0 for 3 coming into this game from downtown, but 2 for 2 tonight. St. Leo here taking some time off the clock. Now just 5 to go. So Ulrich, just 2 now, has to fire from downtown. Can't get it to go. Bad possession there for the Lions. Waited too late to start getting their offense going and then had to suffer or settle for a bad shot as Gallagher there with a near deflection and a wide open 3 there. Missed everything. Was Popovich. And now LaShayla Wright Ponder checks back in for the final minute 37 of this first half. With the Spartans offense a bit out of sync. Good substitution there as they might try to get a couple baskets late out of Ponder. And pass too high there by Ulrich. I think she kind of has to remember there, when you throw into the post, that's good ball placement if you're throwing to Gallagher in the post. But when you're throwing to Brierly, a point guard posting up, you got to take a little off of that one. There's a great drive by Sullivan. Bit too strong. Rebound off to Gallagher. And Lions come back the other way. Gina goes behind the back. Kick out Quigley for 3. Can't get this one to go. Great play there by the Lions. Just couldn't quite get it to go. Was Quigley. That's her first miss from downtown. Was 2 for 2 before that one. Ponder wants it down low. Now Sullivan, she's going to drive, goes to the fall-away shot, no good. And Ponder battles for it, knocks it out of bounds, and will go to the Lions. It's Ponder visibly frustrated on that one. O'Shaughnessy will check in, as well as Lanice Santiago, as Coach Crescito, knowing that the Lions can hold for the last shot here, just a 2-second difference roughly between shot and game clock, brings in some offensive substitutions here. It's the Lions, if they could make a basket here, could really steal some momentum into that second half of play against the top team in the Sunshine State Conference now, as far as the standings go. Here's a drive by Ulrich, and she is fouled. Spartans don't like it, but I believe it was the proper call. I think what they're seeing is Ulrich started to lose control of the ball. However, she was fouled on the drive. She probably was losing control a little bit before the foul, but she was still fouled nonetheless. Kind of an unfortunate break for the Spartans. As if they don't commit the foul there, it's probably out of bounds to them with 4.2 remaining. Instead, it's a foul, and Ulrich Pure on the first. And Pure on the second. Smontia Moon will now check in for Gina Brierly. Don't want Gina to pick up a foul late. Tamara Sass also checking in. See what the Spartans do here. They got 4.2, so got to go quickly. Coach Crisito wants his defense to sag off a little bit there. As they get it into Naj, who fires from downtown. Just misses off the front of the rim. So the Lions will take a 6-point lead into the half against the top team in the conference. And we'll be back with a halftime show after this.
In 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
It's on us, all of us, to make sexual assault unacceptable.
Anyone can be the victim. Everyone can be the solution. It's on us to stand up and not stand by.
Because when you're a victim of sexual assault, no one should stand alone.
It's on us.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete. On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus. And why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity. When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
Hi, my name is Marie Kors. I'm from Germany and I played for St. Louis University in the women's golf team. My major is economics and my minor is in accounting. When I came to the States, everything just felt bigger. It was an adjustment, but I loved every part of it. St. Leo has kind of developed as my family. I got there when I was 17 and I was kind of like a small little girl experiencing a new world. But over the 4 years, I found a lot of friends there. It was just like the perfect setup for being successful in my sport and in school. I think golf is definitely more mental. When I came to college, I was like a great ball striker. I always loved to hit the golf ball. I always loved to practice short game. But what I had to learn is to be patient on the golf course and just accept whatever happens and then play the next shot the best as you can. Being the national champion in D2 is an incredible feeling. Winning nationals was kind of the crown to my season, and then being named the player of the year for the season, it was incredible. I think the achievement I'm most proud of is the award I got at the end of my senior year, being the graduate with the highest GPA. It was an award from the university and I was so thankful for them helping me throughout the 4 years, and then getting that award, it was just amazing. After I graduated from St. Leo, I moved back to Germany. I study in the master's program, which is called International Economics and Economic Policy. So we just had 7 weeks of school and it's already challenging, but I like the challenge and I'm excited what comes next and what I can learn there.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself. The rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter. Shortstop. High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender. Or the color of your skin. Or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, If you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we are back. Lions lead by 6 here at the half in a very interesting first half of play for the Spartans. LaShayla Wright-Ponder had it going. 10 points, 5 of 7 from the floor, and Samuel really did not have much of an answer for her down low. But nonetheless, the Lions lead by 6, partially due to shooting 50% from the floor, 11 of 22. They're 3 of 9 from downtown, thanks to some great shooting by Summer Quigley, who's come off the bench to knock down 2 threes. She came into this contest 0 for 3 from downtown on the season and knocked down 2 big ones here to put the Lions up by 6. Actually, the difference in the game right now, Amanda Ulrich, the leading scorer for the Lions at the half, no shock there. She has 7 points. And as I mentioned, Wright-Ponder leading the way for the Spartans with 10. Looking at the game stats here, see the difference here kind of in three-point shooting so far on the night. Lions 3 of 9. They like to get their shots up, but UT just 1 of 8. As I mentioned, they got a definite size advantage down low, whether it's LaShayla Wright-Ponder or even Ory Nagy, who we haven't seen much of so far in that first half. She had 4 points on 2 of 7, but her 4 points were pretty points. We saw a couple nifty moves she had, just kind of flooring Alani Gallagher there, just kind of had her all confused out there defensively, as she really showed why she was such a highly touted prospect coming out of high school and was the top-ranked European player coming over. So she'll be an interesting half. See how St. Leo adjusts to that size. We saw in that first half that Coach Cressida wanted to go to some size, so we saw Nina Robinson get extended run, as well as actually Alani Gallagher, those two playing alongside each other. We hadn't seen that much so far this year, but that was definitely Coach Cressida's way to try to combat that size that the Spartans possess. But we saw Gina Brierly also do a great job, as well as Alex Button. They did a great job attacking the basket, getting in the lane, and that's one way you can combat that size. Attack it down low. See if you can draw some fouls. Get LaShayla Wright-Ponder or Ory Nagy in foul trouble. Then that's going to throw the Spartans' game off completely. What would they do then? Do they try to go from the perimeter where they've been struggling all night? So kind of interesting there, see what Coach Cressida has drawn up for this second half of play. So we'll step away here, and we will be back with the start of the second half after this.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus. And why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity. When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity. Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Founded in 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay, through its online programs, and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
And we are back, getting set for the start of the second half. Lions leading by 6. Looking to add to that. As Alex Button comes off a screen, can't get that one to go, and rebound off to Ory Nagy. So good play drawn up there by Coach Gracito coming out of the half here. Just couldn't quite get it to go, as no shot there. Spartans going right back to LaShayla Wright Ponder. She puts it up and in. Just no answer for that all night. She now has 12. She comes in to tonight's contest averaging 15. She well on way of eclipsing that. There's a step back by Brierly, no good. Rebound to Gallagher, who puts it up and in, counted in the foul. Big play there by Lonnie Gallagher. See if we get the replay on that one. But she'll see her right there, just stick with it, put back up and in. Didn't once flinch with Wright Ponder and Ory Nagy bearing down on her. And she completes the and one. So great job there by Gallagher. As she says, I can do work down low as well. Now Wright Ponder comes set to screen. Back the other way. Now she'll go with a little jumper there and put it up and in. So Wright Ponder there showing I can do more than just work you on a low block. I can knock down that little baby jumper if I need to. Near steal there as Lowe comes up firing from downtown. No good. And rebound off to the Spartans. Don't really see Olivia Lowe shoot too many threes from the corner. She likes to do more of her damage up top. It's Wright Ponder goes glass. Channeling her inner Tim Duncan on that one. Going Windex off the glass. Now the Lion lead is just 3. And Olivia Lowe with a spin move, sticks with it, puts it back up. Tough basket there for Olivia Lowe. We'll see if we get the replay on that one. Next stop. There's a drive by Nagy and right idea, but just out of the outstretched hands of Wright Ponder. As you see Olivia Lowe there battling, sticks with it. Tough little fall away there, and see her make the face, kind of flexing a bit. Showing her muscles on that one. As Button fires from downtown, no good. Bad miss there for Alex Button. The Lion lead 5. It's a great find there by Sullivan, but has the shot blocked and a late whistle. Late whistle there will send Shayla Wright Ponder to the line for her first free throws of the night. Not often you see that when you see someone doing as much work down low as she does, but she is pure on the first. Comes into this game shooting 85% on the season, 17 of 20, and she is pure on both of those. And that is a dangerous combination. A big that likes to do work and makes her free throws. See Olivia Lowe there. Tries to fake, but Nagy having none of it. Now she goes right back to work. Too strong there, and rebound secured by Ponder. And Sullivan comes back with a nifty crossover and a layup. And a technical foul called there, maybe. No, a timeout called. I thought the ref might have teed up Sullivan for getting in the face of Gallagher there, but it's just immediate timeout, so we'll step away. Lions lead by 1.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
And we are back. Lions lead by 1, 34-33 to score, despite the tremendous efforts by LaShayla Wright Ponder, who has 18 points, 8 of 10 from the floor, just doing work down low for the Spartans. This is a more balanced effort from the Lions. So Ulrich goes a little crossover there. Good job being denied there by Chris Nelson on the baseline. Briley comes up firing. Looks like she might have been bumped, but no foul called. And now it is Spartan ball. Looking at Ponder down low. She being denied. Good ball denial there by Gallagher, but ends up a 3 for Ingram, who is finally on the board. That's her first basket of the evening. Julia Ingram comes into this contest averaging 14 points per game. That was her first field goal, only her second attempt. As Gallagher left alone and makes the Spartan defense pay. As the Lions tie things back up at 36. Ponder wants it down low, and now they get it to her and turns it over there. Ulrich able to keep the dribble there. Goes behind the back. Good job on Nelson, put the brakes on. Ooh, nifty behind the back move there by Brierly. Lions showing their ball handling here. And a foul called there. Going against Sullivan. That is her second. And that brings us to immediate timeout. Lions hanging in there with the top team in the conference.
In 1889, St. Leo is the fourth largest Catholic university in the United States and currently serves more than 14,000 students. They study at its university campus in Greater Tampa Bay through its online programs and at more than 40 teaching locations in 7 states, boasting small class sizes, academic excellence, and state-of-the-art technology. St. Leo is a thriving community you definitely want to be a part of.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we are back, all tied up at 36. The Lions giving the Spartans everything they can handle here in the Lions Den. It's the number 1 team in the conference as of now. Trying to remain perfect in the conference, is getting everything they can handle from this Lions team. As Gallagher goes right at Ponder, draws the contact, and will go to the line for 2. That is the second foul on LaShayla Wright Ponder. And I've been saying that all night. These Lions are not afraid to attack that size down low. Going right at Ponder and Nagy. As Gallagher pure on the first. Alani shooting just 48% from the charity stripe on the year, but it's pure on both. Alani Gallagher now in double figures for the Lions. She has 11. She has that tough task of trying to go to work against Ponder and does the good job there. She got the better end of that battle. Denying Ponder on that one. Just Ponder's third miss. As Gina there kind of lost control. Force it up in to no avail there as Ponder gets free again and puts it up and in. So Ponder now with 20. And she is already at a dub, and we have 3:44 remaining in this third quarter. So Ulrich puts it up and in. Strong move there by Ulrich going against Nelson to give the Lions the lead right back. And going right back to Ponder. No good this time, but Ory Nagy comes in for the board, and a great find by Sullivan to Ponder on great dribble penetration by Sullivan. And Sullivan has done a great job so far tonight attacking the basket and really finding the open man, whether it's Ponder or Nagy, but really Ponder is. There's a 3 for Gina on the way. No good. And back come the Spartans. All tied up at 40. 2:40 remaining in this third quarter of play. As Nagy gets free and she puts it up and in. Ory Nagy now with 6. And the Spartans back out in front. It's 42-40 to score. O'Shaughnessy picked up her dribble, got kind of caught there as it was a kick ball. Ball went back in the face of O'Shaughnessy. Is good sportsmanship there by Sullivan, making sure O'Shaughnessy was okay. Kind of telling her, my bad, didn't mean to get you there. As Nina Robinson checks back in as Gallagher will rest for this final 2:10 of the third before she has a busy fourth quarter ahead of her. And Spartans doing the same thing, giving LaShayla Wright-Ponder a bit of a rest here too. Wild scoop shot there by Ulrich. So we'll see what the Spartans do here with his final 2. Without Ponders, they're going to look to feature Nagy. And Nagy up to the task as she's got 4 points here over the last minute or so. And the Spartans lead by 4. Nagy now with 8. And the Lions got to be careful here. They don't want the Spartans to go on a run here at the end of the quarter. As Robinson drives, goes to the right hand, no good. And the Lions have done a great job hanging in there all game. You do not want to see the Spartans take a 8-point lead or something to that effect here late going into the fourth, as that's kind of hurts your morale when you've been playing well all game, as Sullivan called for steps there. And good substitution there by Coach Cressito, bringing in Alex Button, a prolific shooter and scorer. Kind of sensing that perhaps, said we need a basket or two here to end this quarter, keep us in striking distance. As Robinson drives, goes to the left hand, too strong. Now the Spartans will have it. About a 7-second difference between shot and game clock here. So the Lions perhaps will get another crack at it. As Nagy nearly got an and one there, but will go to the line for 2. Good job there denying her, not letting her really collect her balance or have a good shot to complete that and one. Nas steps to the stripe and is short on the first. Ory Nagy, a 78% free throw shooter on the year, leads the team in free throw attempts by a wide margin. Pierre on the second. Those were just her first attempts of the night, so perhaps a bit cold. Gina kicks out, Button for 3, puts it up and in. Big 3 there, and I mentioned Coach Cressito probably bringing her in for that purpose. And answered on the other end. A little 2-point jumper there by Ingram. Brings us to the end of the third quarter. Spartans up by 4.
From court to court and lane to lane. Under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
And we are back. Spartans lead by 4. Good third quarter put in by UT to regain the lead. Being led by LaShayla Wright-Ponder, who has 22 points. And she is back out there for the Spartans. And Coach Cressito matching UT there, bringing Alani Gallagher back out to do battle against Ponder. And now St. Leo showing a little bit of a zone look. So an interesting little switch here for Coach Cressito. And Ponder, though, gets the little mid-range jumper to go. And my goodness, now with 24. So I like the idea by Coach Cressito. Try to take away that inside look, make them settle for jump shots. But Wright-Ponder showing she can knock down those jumpers too. There's a drive by Button. Good job by Tampa not fouling. And the Spartan lead 6. As there's a move by Nagy, and she dragged that pivot foot there and is called for traveling. So it's kind of an important possession here for the Lions. You ask why, it's just a 6-point game, but the Spartans get up by 8 or 10. It seems a lot bigger the way this team plays. So they're kind of a tough team to come back on. It's a double dribble to call there on Ulrich, and the way LaShayla Wright-Ponder is playing, falling behind by 8 or 10 is really, really tough to come back from it. It almost has that feeling of being down by 12 or 14. And basketball, is physical of a game as it is, it's mental as well. And 3 there, no good for Ingram. That's her game, though. She can knock down those threes with the best of them. So here comes Alex Button off a screen. Gallagher with it down low against Nagy. And tough move there by Alani Gallagher. Have to get a replay on that one. Is great offense beats great defense any day of the week. As Nagy comes up shooting, and she answers on the other end with a baby jumper of her own. The lead back up to 6. It's Montia Moon seeing really her first minutes. Hasn't got a chance to do much work out there. Is really kind of game flow is preventing her from being in there. As Coach Cressito really has had to utilize the bigs. It's a little scoop shot there for Nina Robinson, no good. And a foul call. That one goes against Button, reaching in. Olivia Lowe now checks back in for the Lions. Been impressed with Ory Nagy and LaShayla Wright-Ponders. When St. Leo is sagged off them defensively, they've done a great job getting those mid-range jumpers to go. There's a 3 on the way, no good for Ingram, who hasn't been able to get into much of a rhythm outside of that buzzer beater she hit. Olivia Lowe fires from downtown, comes up short, and rebound to Wright-Ponder. 2-possession game, 6:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. Nagy comes up firing, in and out, and Wright Ponder tries to kick it to Nagy. And see what they call it is St. Leo ball. As Amanda Ulrich and Summer Quickly check back in, replacing Olivia Lowe and Montia Moon. Six-point game here as Lions in desperate need of a basket. Gallagher fires from downtown, can't get it to go. And rebound comes to Nagy. Lions now just 4 of 15 from downtown, just 27%. Not typical of what they usually do. Shoot, actually 37% on the year from downtown. And a blocking foul called there against Gina on the attacking Sullivan. As the team's second. You see the Lions here back out in this little 2-3 zone look. As they try to get it to Ponder. Now Nelson fires, and she puts it up and in. And that is a big three there for Chris Nelson to put the lead up to 9. Largest lead of the game for the Spartans. There's a drive by Gallagher, and she's able to draw contact on LaShayla Wright Ponder, who's not happy with the call. And that is her third. That'll send Gallagher to the line for 2 big free throws. And she is pure on the first. Gallagher shooting the most free throws of anybody on the team is 66 attempts coming into this one. And she is pure on that one, so big throws there for Gallagher. The lead is 7 for the Spartans. We are now under 5 remaining in this fourth quarter. And good job there by Gallagher telegraphing that pass. They were trying to find Ponder down low. And Quigley fires from downtown. No good. And a rebound by Button, who is fouled by Sullivan. That is the second team foul. So that brings us to immediate timeout. Spartans up 7, but it's anybody's game.
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub. with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship. Found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours. The home of Division II college sports.
And we are back. Lions trailing by 7, but perhaps stealing a little momentum here. So they're trying to hang on and see if they can't hand the Spartans their first conference loss. Gina now goes to the spin moves, tries to go glass there, couldn't quite get it to go. Tough shot though. And as always, we gotta give a shout out to our St. Leo fan of the game. This one being the Briarleys, watching all the way over there in Manchester, England, as it is approaching the midnight hour over there in Manchester, England. So appreciate the Briarleys staying up with us late as always. In fact, they even stayed up till, I believe, 2 in the morning on a work night to watch these Lions play. So we appreciate all you St. Leo Lion fans tuning in wherever you may be watching. And we'll see if we can't get you a win here tonight, as there's an offensive foul called there going against Nagy. Great job by Gallagher taking that one. And we'll see if the Lions can maybe get some momentum here with that one. These offensive possessions so critical for the Lions the rest of the way. Gina works around a screen here. Kicks back. Gallagher now out to Button, who fires from downtown and puts it up and in. Big three there for Alex Button. She now has 9, and the Spartan lead is just 4. Now can they get it done on the defensive end? Just 10 to go on the shot clock. So they're able to get it in over the outstretched hands of Gallagher. And Wright Ponder now with 26 points. And the Spartans lead by 6. There's a drive and a reverse layup by Ulrich. No good, but a foul called. Amanda Ulrich, the freshman, looking to get into double figures here at the line. Looking to join Alani Gallagher, who's got 15. The leading scorer for the Lions on the year she is pure on the first. A 71% free throw shooter is Amanda Ulrich. And she is pure on the second. So a 4-point lead and a timeout taken. And it is a full timeout, so we'll step away. Lions hanging in there, down just 4. And we are back. Lions trailing by 4, 56-52 the score, as Spartans giving the Lions everything they can handle, led by LaShayla Wright Ponder, who's got 26 points on 12 of 16 from the floor to go with 6 boards. And Ory Nagy, not to be outdone, has a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds, but 6 turnovers. Lions trying to pull the upset here in the Lions' den. Nelson does a good job getting it over there before the 10-second count. We're at 2:25 remaining. Following that St. Leo timeout, they have just 1 remaining, so if it becomes one of those games, could play big. As Nelson fires from downtown, comes up short, and that is a shot clock violation. So big possession here for St. Leo, can cut it to 2 or 1. Amanda Ulrich, Alex Button, Summer Quigley, Gina Brierly, and Alani Gallagher, the 5 out there for the Lions. As Gallagher drives, kicks out to Ulrich, who puts it up and in from downtown. And it is a 1-point game under 2 minutes as the Lions den begins to roar. Spartans' lead of 9 has evaporated. As Sullivan kicks out, 3 on the way for Nelson, comes up short. And a foul called goes against Gallagher. That is her first, which is kind of surprising considering she's been battling LaShayla Wright Ponder all night. Gets a big reload here for the Spartans. As Ponder gets free and puts it up and in. Give her 28 now. As she's flirting with a 30-piece. But still just a 1-possession game for the Lions. As you hear the Spartans contingent that made the short drive from Tampa chanting for defense. Button for the tie, puts it up and in! 58-58 the score. As the Lions come roaring back, and the Spartans need time. Just a 30-second timeout. So we will keep it here as the Lions, 3 for their last 3 from the floor, including a big 3 there from Alex Button. We saw the big 3 by Amanda Ulrich. Gallagher now leads the team with 15. Ulrich nipping at her heels with 14, and Alex Button now with 12. So good balanced scoring from the Lions to lead them back and tie this thing up. So we're under a minute remaining. 51.7 to be exact. That's about a 27 points or second difference between shot and game clock. So certainly, depending on how much time the Spartans use here, the Lions could potentially hold for the last shot. And it's looking like that could be the case as the Spartans taking a lot of time here. It's Nagy there, nearly traveled. Nelson fires from downtown. No good, and the rebound comes to Button. And Coach Cressida wisely takes his last time out. Let's see. Officials saying now that because I believe the Lions took their time out there on the rebound in the backcourt, they can't advance it. So they will have to go the full length of the floor. So we'll see if the Spartans try to do a little bit of a full court pressure look here. But if I'm St. Leo, the way the UT has been able to do damage down low, I am absolutely holding this for the last shot. I'm trying to go to work with maybe 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. And based off where UT's lining up, they are not going to pressure full court. So St. Leo will be able to take this across half court with ease and then be able to run their offense. Now, we've seen Alex Button and Amanda Ulrich be the scorers here late. We'll see who the Lions go to. If it's me, I'm going to Alex Button. She already has one game winner to her name on the season and has proven to be clutch. But Ulrich has played well tonight as well. Gina Brierly, your senior, also an option, but has to go quickly here. Just 3 seconds remain. And Gina drives, and an offensive foul called with 1.3 remaining. And that is a big one. Unfortunate for the Lions is they didn't even get a shot off, which stings in a situation like that. Now, I'm sure Spartans will take time here, and they do just that. They will have time for a catch and shoot, as we will keep it right here with just 1.3 remaining. Being able to advance it here, you don't have time to take a dribble. So you're going to have to kind of draw something up where you're just going to have to do a catch and shoot to one of your better shooters. Now, as we mentioned, Spartans they're more of a team that likes to do their work from the post. So do you try to do a lob pass into the post and see if you can just do a little turnaround shot to a right ponder, or do you try to get it in the hand of one of your guards, maybe Nelson or Ingram, for a quick catch and shoot? That would tend to be what I would think you'd like to do. We have seen success with them trying to lob into right ponder, but doing it from an inbound play would be rather difficult, and you would assume that the Lions would put someone on that inbounder, maybe of some size, to try to disrupt that inbounds pass. And now the refs have put 2.1 on the clock, and that's huge because now you perhaps have time for a quick dribble. You think of that classic Christian Leitner play with 2.4 to beat Kentucky. One dribble and a turnaround. Might be a similar situation here for the Spartans as they get it in. 3, no good. Shot blocked, and we go to overtime as the Lions now played several overtime games already on the season. So we'll see what they got in store as we'll keep it here. Lions have had success in overtime on the year. We saw them beat Alabama Huntsville 86-75 in what was just the second game of the season. They then turn around and beat Flagler here in the Den 81-79. So we saw that game winner from Alex Button in that contest. So 2-0 already on the season in overtime games. And we'll see what they do here against the Spartans. The team trying to remain unbeaten in Sunshine State Conference play and remain atop the Sunshine State Conference standings. St. Leo kind of middle of the pack. They're 1-2 in the conference as they remain clear of Rollins, Palm Beach Atlantic, and Berry, and tied with Florida Tech. And Lions control the opening tip there. So they will start first here in the extra session. There's a drive by Gallagher, and she lays it up and in as there was nobody down low, and the Lions strike first. There's the Lions Den roaring, chanting for defense here. Ponder now wants it down low. Couldn't quite get it to her, and now Ory Nagy has it. She'll drive. And a foul called there against Quickly. Tough foul there. That will send Nagy to the line for 2. And she is pure on the first. Ory Nagy, 78% free throw shooter, pure on the second, 79% rather. And we are back even at 60. Credit the Lions for battling all game with UT and that size they possess. Gallagher's been a warrior. As Quigley fires from downtown, can't get that one to go. Just 0 for 3 on three-point attempts with Summer Quigley coming into tonight. She's 2 for 5 from downtown in this one. So has had more attempts than she had all season tonight alone. Near turnover there. Just 8 to go on the clock. As that was a great find by Nelson, but great block there out of bounds. And now, wow, they called a foul there on Ulrich. I didn't hear the whistle. It's a bit loud here in the den, but that'll send LaShayla Wright Ponder to the line. She is pure on the first. So Spartans regain the lead. Shayla Wright Ponder, terrific free throw shooter, but no good on the second. Broadcaster's jinx. So 1 point shy now of her 30-point performance. Gallagher with it. She'll square up and shoot. No good. And rebound to Nagy. Spartans lead by 1. Under 3 remaining in the extra session. And Ponder gets free down low, and she is fouled by Button. Now that's a big one because that's 4 now on Alex Button. As Nina Robinson will check back in, replacing Summer quickly. Ponder steps back to the charity stripe. 85% on the year and misses another one. So the 85% free throw shooter, just 3 for 5 from the line tonight. Pure on that one, so 4 for 6. Spartans lead is 2. 62-60 the score. Gallagher has it here, and she just lost her footing there, and that's a travel. And cannot turn the ball over against this team. As the Spartans now have a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Lions out in the zone look with Robinson playing up top. And a foul there going against Gallagher. Trying to deny LaShayla Wright Ponder there. And that sends her right back to the line. You cannot foul this Spartan team. They do such a great job shooting 79% as a team. And their bigs like Ponder shoot so well from the line. Missed a couple tonight, but you can't expect that. You'd imagine Ponder's probably gotten her only 2 misses out of her system, and now she's going to be pure the rest of the way. As you see her burying both of those. And now the lead, 2 possessions, 64-60 for the Spartans. Nina Robinson calling for it down low. She looks to go to work with the left hand. Wild shot there, and not the shot you want if you're St. Leo. As Robinson, a good player, but coming off the bench cold, you'd like to see Alex Button, maybe Brierly, take that shot. As a nifty shot there by Ory Nagy. And a near turnover as Sullivan knocks it away. And now you're kind of in the danger zone here as the Spartans lead by 6. 2 possession game. It's a minute 35 remain. Can't have misses now. As Gina fouled there. And she'll go to the line. So Gina will shoot 2. And she is pure on the first. Big throws here for the senior from Manchester. And she is pure on both. And Coach Crucito will take time. Just a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. As Coach Crucito will have 1 timeout remaining. Or actually, correction, that is their last, so they are without timeout, so they will not be able to advance it. But they got to get to that stage as they find themselves down 4. Spartans now. LaShayla Wright-Ponder leading the way with 32 points, 13 of 17 from the floor, 6 of 8 from the charity stripe, 8 rebounds. Ory Nagy, who started out slow, now has 15 to go with 11 boards, so she has played well. Sullivan, just 8 points, but has done a great job penetrating the defense. As the Lions come out with a little full court look here. Coach Crucito wanted to travel to no avail as the Spartans get it across half court. And the sea just parted, so to speak, as Nelson just laid it up and in there. Can't give up easy ones like that. 68-62 to score. Still 2 possessions, but only a minute remains. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Lions. 15 remaining on the shot clock. Lonnie Gallagher checks back in, replacing Montia Moon. And the Lions have to score on essentially every possession the rest of the way if they want to win this one. As Ulrich with a tough shot there. My goodness. Lead back to 4 for the Spartans. And Nelson skips it to Nagy there. Saw Gallagher just a hair late there. Could have maybe telegraphed that one. Great job spinning out of that one by Nelson. Gets it to Sullivan, who misses the layup. Good job disrupting it late there by the Lions. And Gallagher drives. Layup comes up just short. And a timeout taken by the Spartans. So that will advance it there. Now, St. Leo will certainly have to play the foul game, as it is a full timeout. We will keep it here. You saw St. Leo you don't really want to say it was the look they wanted. Gallagher had a good drive. It was a tough shot. It was well defended by the Spartans. But given the time remaining, you can't really knock Alani Gallagher for taking that shot. She just left it a hair short. And you kind of just see that when you're late in games. You got to credit her. She's got to be exhausted. She's been battling LaShayla Wright Ponder all night, who has 32. So she's been having to work hard really on both ends of the floor. She has 17 points, 6 rebounds. So leading scorer for the Lions. Can't be mad at that shot. It's just a tough shot and well defended. And now you have to foul immediately and hope for a couple misses. Still not out of it, but it's an uphill climb. As you have got to foul the second it gets in, and now you got to foul. And there's a lot of time being taken off the clock, and now finally a foul on Nelson, but a good 5 seconds might have run off that clock. And once the steal's not there on the inbound, you have to foul right away. So that'll send Nelson to the line for her first free throws of the game. But she is pure on the first. Got a box out here. Pure on the second. St. Leo out of timeout, so they can advance it, which also hurts because it's going to take more time off the clock. And smartly, Nelson challenges, so you can't roll the ball up there. Ulrich will drive all the way, lay it up and in. And a timeout taken again by the Spartans, but not quite sure why you're going for 2 there because you need a 3. Because now with just 6 seconds, you don't really have time to do 3, foul them, miss 2 free throws, and the 3 again. You really kind of needed to go for the 3 there. In my estimation, even if it's a runner, get the 3 to go. Make it a one-possession game. Who knows, maybe you get fouled. And then hope the Spartans miss 2. And then you got 6 seconds left roughly, 5 seconds left roughly to come down and make a 3. But nonetheless, here we are, 6 seconds remaining. And foul right away. 1 second comes off the clock. That will send Ingram to the line, shooting her first free throws of the night. The Spartans certainly seem to be in control here. As pure on the first is Ingram. But I tell you what, the Lions really gave it everything they had tonight against the top team in the conference. As Ulrich fires from downtown, comes up short. And the Spartans win in overtime by 6. 72-66 the score. A heartbreaker for the Lions here in the Den. Their next game comes here at home Friday at 2:30 p.m. against Southern Westland. So we ask you, tune in to that one as the Lions now fall to, as I see it here, they fall to 4-6 on the year, 1-3 in the Sunshine State Conference. The Spartans improved to 5-3, 4-0 in the Sunshine State Conference. So, once again, final score 72-66 the score. Spartans prevail in overtime. We ask you stick around as the men's game is up next. UT comes in to the game with a record of 2-7, 0-3 in the Sunshine State's Conference. The men come in with a record of 6-4, 1-2 in the Sunshine State Conference. So for Eric Anderson, everyone here, thank you for tuning in to our first contest, and we ask you stick around for the men's game up next.